My name is Dan Hosier. I'm an amateur trick shot artist, and these are the level 2 special arts shots. This is kind of a fun video because there's 3 very different shots in this selection. So we have a jump follow. So we're going to jump into an object ball and then follow around the table. We have a timing shot where the cue ball has to make a perfect timing with the object ball. So both will be rolling and they'll hit at just the right moment. And we have a shot where the cue itself becomes a rail. So enjoy practicing these shots. Shot 2A is kind of a fun shot. What we're going to do is jump the cue ball into the 1, making the 1 go here, the 2 down to the corner. Cue ball jumps over the bridge, goes 3 rails, comes back under the bridge, and makes the 3. So let's start with the setup. What I do is I take the cue ball and I put it right on the 3rd diamond. And then I'm going to lay my stick so that it's touching the cue, and then it hits right about where the center of a ball would hit the point of the pocket. Doing that because I want to adjust for throw. And then the 1 and the 2 split the pocket along that stick. So tap that in pretty good, make sure that everything is right where I want it to be. And you'll notice that it looks like I'm going to miss that 2, but again, when the cue ball throws the 2 will come back into the side. Next thing we do is we set up the bridge. Then I go ahead and set it up wrong first. So I've set it up in the lowest position, and you can see that when the 3 comes back under the bridge, it's going to end up hitting that. So we can make it a little bit higher by flipping it around. That gives me a little more room, but you can see I start to hit it about here, so I still might miss. And so what I'm going to do is just angle that up to the side so that I have at least half a table to get through. Any more than half a table you really don't need, because if you're hitting the half table off the 3rd rail, it means you would miss the object ball, the 3 that's over here in the corner. So where's my aiming point? My aiming point is to go right through the 1st diamond. What that does is has the cue ball hit the 1 off on my right hand side of the 1, jump over the stick, and then continue forward. And then to get around the rail, I shoot with high left hand English, and just thinking of a smooth stroke and just enough to pop over the stick. Timing shots can be a lot of fun to watch, and this is a shot that's not all that difficult, though it will take some attempts to get it right. So we're going to place 3 balls frozen together with the middle ball on the 1st diamond. The cue ball comes off the 1st diamond and is even with the last ball in the setup. So if I lay my cue straight across, my cue ball will be even with that. What we're going to do to shoot this shot is shoot the cue ball into the 9, causing the 1 to roll down table. Cue ball then goes 1, 2, 3 rails and comes down and makes the 1 down in the corner. In order to do that, there's some tricks that you can do. One is you want to shoot with quite a bit of draw. What that does is shortens your angle off this 1st rail so that you're less likely to hit the point of this pocket. If you hit the point of this pocket, you almost certainly won't make the shot. So hit with pretty good draw. The second thing is you want to increase the angle off of this 3rd rail. And so to do that, I shoot with just a little bit of left hand English, maybe half a tip. Quite a bit of draw, half tip of left hand English. And then the final thing is where you end up hitting the 9. You want to hit it pretty thin. And so what I usually do is try to aim for about an 8th ball hit off the 9. Quite a bit of draw, slight bit of left. Shot 2C is one of my favorites. It requires the use of a stacking ball. And what a stacking ball is just simply a ball with a flat edge and a hole, so you can stack another ball on top of that. You'll never be able to do that with two spheres. So what we're going to do is take that stacking ball and another ball and split the side pocket. I'm going to lay my cue across so that the center between the first and second ball here would go right through the edge, right through the tip of that pocket. Once I've done that, I can go ahead and tap in the other ball and set a ball on top of the stacking ball. Then going to lay my cue across the first diamond. I'm going to do that for two reasons. One, the butt of my prop cue can't be closer, and the cue ball has to be on the other side of it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm placing my cue ball short of the second diamond, and the prop cue can't be past the halfway point between the center of the pocket and the diamond. So right there is the halfway point, so the cue has to be on that side. In order to shoot this shot, I shoot with some left-hand English, helping the cue ball get around the table. And I want for the cue ball to end up hitting right about here. So it's not too thin, not too thick on the one. I'm going to show you how to balance a ball on top of another ball. It's not that difficult. You just have to make sure that you find the exact center point and then let go. That's actually not it. It's actually a doctored ball. And what I mean by that is I have a flat edge. Don't know if you can see that. That I've just rounded that down. And then on the other side, a little bit of a hole. And so it rests on that flat edge, isn't going to move anywhere from that. And you simply place the other ball in the hole and you can balance the balls. Now, how do you make, or how do you get one of these? The simple answer is the easiest way is to make it. So what I did is I put the 11 in a vise, drilled a hole on top, and then just got a rasp or a file and dragged it across the file until I had about a dime size flattening. You probably don't want any more than a dime size flattening, or you're going to change the height of the ball.